Hey, my name is Brent.
And I'm Nicole.
Welcome to Cloudy with a Chance of Meeples. And today on the channel, we are going to be we are going to be diving into a game all about robots and building factories. And this game is
Sparks.
Look at the robot on this box. I love
cool.
the artwork. Like, so nice. But this is a game from the designers of like Revive, which is a heavier game that we have not played.
Nope.
Also, Adrian Adamescu from Sagrada, a game that we absolutely love. And this game kind of has the vibes of Sagrada. You're drafting dice, you're building robots, and you're engine building, and you're getting combos and this and that. And so, a lot of cool things in this box. I'm going to show you how this game plays in the radar overview. And then we're going to come back and we're going to share our thoughts on what we think of Sparks. Are you ready?
Ready.
I'm ready. Cue the thunder. So the radar overview for Sparks looks something like this. In this game, you will be running a factory, building robots and building engines that you can run. And these robots will help you build then more robots. How does it work? Well, each player gets one of these player boards as well as matching tokens that go on top and matching little robots to go down these 4 tracks. I will say that I have this set up with the advanced goal tiles. You can play with them, without them. This will just give you a little bit of direction. You get 5 points at the end of the game if you have 5 robots that can be activated with Sparks. And if for this one, 5 points if you are on level 5 of your factory. How does this play? Well, let me explain that shortly. I will also say that this is kind of a very loose overview. I'm going to kind of give you just the loose framework of how this game works. Pretty much, you will be dice drafting from this area to put on your robot cards. This one needs a red die, a 4 of any color, a 6 of any color, a blue, and a 5 of any color, so on and so forth. You can also put dice in this upgrade section of your factory board, and anytime you reach certain values of the dice added together, you'll move up 1 level on your factory, which will gain you effects of tools and or sparks, depending on which level you are going. These tools can be added to 3 different areas of your factory. You'll also be moving down these 4 tracks, and depending on where your little robot is at the end per track will reflect on how many points you get here at the top. But how does a turn work? Let me explain that. I should also say that each player will start with a handful of these assistant cards, which will be played throughout the game by using gears. Gears will also help you manipulate the die value by moving the value up 1 or 2. Moving up or down 1. You can spend 2 gears to ignore the color restriction. So I could use 2 gears to put a yellow one here. But how does it work? Well, each round, somebody will be the first player, and they will take one of their 4 tokens, and they will put it in this spot right here, and that's going to tell them how many dice they are going to take. So in this case, they're going to take 3 dice. I would take 3 dice, and I would either have to take the 3 on the left, or I'd have to take the 3 on the right. After I do that, I would also then get a bonus of 2 dice from the bag. I would roll them, and these would also be mine. So let's just say, for example, I'm going to take these 3. After I would take my dice, we go around in turn order, and every other player would gain a single die. So on everybody's turn, you're going to be gaining dice, potentially dice. You'll be gaining one of the ones here up for offer, but depending on if you have sparks, you might be able to activate some of your robots to gain you more dice, and also with your assistants. But let's say these are my 5 that I have. I'm going to, let's say, put a 2 here, and a 2 here, and a 4. Oh, that was a 3. A 4 here. At that point, when you're putting your dice out, everything is happening simultaneously. So I could keep these and I would put these to the junkyard. And now I would have this robot because I finished this robot. It says I move one space up on the yellow track. I would make a collection of all my 4 different colors because for every set of all 4, I gain 3 points. But now that I have this robot here, I can now put a spark there. If you gain a spark, you can put them on any one of these little spark boxes. So if I put it here, I would gain a gear, or I could put it here and I would gain a yellow die. So I would just take one from the discard junkyard area. Oh, I got a 4 again. So now I have these dice. I can keep going. I want to then say I put that. So 5 plus 3 is 8. That is higher than my 5. So I would discard that and I would move up on my factory. At the end of the game, whichever slot I'm at on my factory, I'll get X amount of points per assistant that I've used. So at the end of the game, if this is how it ends, I get 1 point for every one of my assistants that I have hired. I also, since I moved up, I gain one of these different tools. And these gold ones, they'll be added to the slots and they'll be an added effect. So anytime I finish a robot in this column, I'll get to move 1 more on whatever color track that is. So if I would have this tool, anytime I finish a robot in that column, I'd also gain a gear. Whereas things like these white ones, I put them there and then I can use my color any way I want. So I'm the yellow player, so that means my yellow dice can go on either colors or numbers regardless. I can kind of break the restrictions in that regard. These gray ones, this will let me play assistants for 1 fewer gear because your first assistant costs you 1 gear, second 2, third 3, so on and so forth. But with this one, I can play them for 1 fewer gears. And this tool lets me move my dice around because say I had this here and I didn't want it there. I wanted to maybe, gain another gear. With this one, I can then move them around. I could trade it or I could put it on another robot. And you keep going. So each round, each player will be the starting player and they'll be able to, pick one of their 4 tiles. Say it comes back around to me. Now I have only these 4 or 3 to have for offer. So I put this one and then I would gain 5 dice. And then keep doing the same. So you're drafting dice and then simultaneously everybody's putting their dice on their different robots or on their player boards to move up on their factory, to gain more sparks, then to use the sparks to gain more gears, to gain more dice, to activate different things. And so there's a whole bunch of different robots. So you put a spark on this one, you get a move on the yellow track, plus you gain a gear. This, you would move 1 on the red track, but then you can move 1 on any other track. Whereas this one, you can move 2 on the red track, plus gain a gear. This just gains you a free blue die, a free gear, just a random die. Lets you draw more assistant cards. Put a spark here, you can move on any track. You can help manipulate a die up to 4 times. You can re-roll all your dice, get a free 1 value, a free red. This lets you move. It's virtually a virtual 5 to help you move your factory notch 1 higher. And so you put a spark there and you'd have 5 plus 3 is 8 plus another 3 is 11. Oh, I can move up my factory to another level, gain another tool, things like that. At the end of the game, you will score points you'll just score points dependent on where your robots are in these 4 columns. Points are at the top. 3 points for every set of 1 of each color. If you're playing with the advanced gold tiles, that will gain you points. Some of these assistants will also gain you points, like Penelope will gain you 2 points. And, for the whole game, if you get Penelope to help you, anytime you move on the red track, you can move on any other track. Whereas Calvin, one time, you gain a die value of 6. Margot will help you move your factory levels. Jimmy will gain you sparks. Graham, you can complete a blue robot. You pay a gear and you can complete a blue robot. So lots of different assistants that'll help you do different things, gain you sparks, gain you extra gears, help you manipulate dice, lets you take extra dice, things like that. And so that, in a nutshell, is kind of the whole flow of how you play Sparks. Let's now move on over and take a look at the final forecast. So the final forecast for Sparks, a game all about engine building, building robots, building a tableau, gaining help from critters.
Really cute critters.
Really, really cute, like Gordon.
With cute names.
Gordon. Come on, look at this guy. Mm-hmm. So cute. Graham, Humphrey, like so many. Jimmy. Where's Jimmy? Oh, the little rabbit. Yeah, Conrad. Just delightful artwork. Let's start talking about components. Let's talk about art and stuff like that. We talked about the animal assistants. Fantastic.
Mean, it's really inviting, right? The art is unique. Mm-hmm. It's creative. It's so cute. It looks great set up.
And the robots are cute too.
The robots are so cute. I love the symbology. Is good. It's fairly clear.
Yeah. This little guy, blue guy. Put a spark on him. Get a die, a value 3, or what else you got? Oh, this little guy. He's cute as well. And so yeah, the artwork is just.
Yeah, it's great.
It's cute.
It's wonderful.
I like the player boards that they have everything to put all your factory upgrades and your personal upgrades.
Yep.
And then the different upgrades, how, this feels like an engine building game. No?
Yes.
Like at the start, you're building 3 robots and you have like 1 spark. But then you can upgrade your factory, and upgrading your factory gains you tools which will let you manipulate dice, which will let you move dice over, which will let you, set up your 3 factory slots to gain you added bonuses every time you finish a robot. And as the game progresses in the 4 rounds, you have more places to put sparks. And as you build these robots, you gain effects. And
it depends.
It depends. Go for it.
No, I'm just saying, like, sometimes, yes, engine building, yes. But there's so many different things to do. It doesn't always work out that way. Like, sometimes you're too all over the place and you just have a little bit of everything, if that makes sense.
Yep. The last game I kind of...
Right?
I focused in on just the blue robots.
And you almost have to because it's so... It looks like a light... kind of like whatever game, but it's actually decently complex. Mm-hmm. And I've played it a handful of times now, and it's still hard for me to get into.
Mm-hmm. I think, and you're kind of leaning into what I feel my biggest hang up in the game. So there's so many things about this game that I love. I love the engine building. I love the not really combos, but kind of, because some of the robots, when you finish this, you get to move up.
Some of the combos are nice.
Like, I love the assistance that you can do.
I will say you have to remember all of your combos. Like,
right.
Like comboing, yes. Will you remember to do all of the combos?
Right. And that's what I'm getting to. So I love, like I said, love the art, love the production of this, love the little robots, love the sparks, love the little cogs, the wooden components, the dice are good quality. I love even the drafting where you have to draft from the left or the right. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's smart.
Tough choices.
Yep.
When you are like the lead player of each round, which of your tiles are you going to use? Are you going to use one that gains you 3 plus an additional 3 random ones from the bag, or you need those 3 in the middle? Like, it's got those tough choices.
Yep.
It's got engine building. But the thing that you kind of alluded to, that's my biggest struggle, is the flow. The bottom line, it comes down to the flow of the game.
doesn't flow super smoothly.
Is my hang up.
And also, like, okay, yeah, there's a couple things. So, simultaneous kind of turn taking, right? Because, it might be my turn, but you're also playing on my turn.
Everybody's at least gaining
right?
one die on everybody's turn.
For me, the problem is, like, remembering what to do because there's no specific order of things.
Right.
And by the fourth round of this game, you could have like 10 different things that you have to do.
Or not even have to do, could do.
Could do. That would benefit you.
Yes.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Like, and all of a sudden, and the thing is, like, yeah, like you'll have, I have these cogs. Oh, I'm going to buy an animal helper. And then, but the animal helper does this. Okay, so now I have to do, and, right?
Yep.
And then, but this spark, and then I have, so there's like just all of these things that you have to do. You almost need like a checklist. Almost. Mm-hmm. Actually, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would do that, but it would be nice.
Well,
because you have so many different things to do. Plus, another hang up that I have is that you're doing your stuff while I'm doing all of my stuff, and I have no idea what Brent is doing.
I'm cheating the whole time, actually.
Well, probably not. But do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
It's. I almost need, and for me, because I'm not a heavyweight type of gamer, like this is not my jam. I almost need Brent to like watch me do my turn so that I can be like, did I do everything? Mm-hmm. Like, is there anything I missed? Can you help me? Like, because it feels like I'm missing stuff, and then all of a sudden we'll move on to the next round and I'm like, oh, I forgot to do such and such a thing in the last round. Oh shoot, now what? Right? I have this dice sitting here and I don't know what to do. So yeah, it's just
to me it just comes down to flow. And again, if you like heavier games, like kind of somewhat solitaire, well, it's all simultaneous gameplay, you like that, and kind of looking at your thing and, I'm going to do this, and if I do that, then I get this. And, this has it in spades. Oh. Because again, at the end, you could have 4 or 5 sparks. You could have many robots that you can put sparks on all sorts of these things and gain a whole bunch of dice or more cogs. Well, let you move up on this track and let you move up on that track. Which I will also say the tracks are a little bit confusing because the player colors are red, blue, green, and yellow, and the tracks are red, blue, green, and yellow.
Yeah, it's actually
the robots you're building are red, blue, green, and yellow.
We so often have messed up. Oops,
moving the wrong character.
I moved you instead of me, and now where was I? And
like I'm the yellow character, and I need to move up on the yellow or on the green track, and you're the green character.
That could have been maybe different.
I don't know how they could have done that.
Colors somehow, I don't know.
But this one is a tough one for me because there's so many things that I love about the game. I love it how you can set up your factory so that every time you finish robots in each of the slots, you gain special abilities, and then you gain this and you gain that. But like you said,
this reminds me of a game that I really don't like.
Which one?
Gizmos.
A little bit. A little bit.
In the way, like, I know it's not the same, but in the way of like how I feel when I'm playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm playing Gizmos, I feel overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. When I'm playing Sparks, I feel overwhelmed. Like, I feel like, oh, what am I doing? Like, and it takes me to like the very last turn to feel like, okay, I think I've got everything. I think I'm managing everything. And then the game's over. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Well, that's how I feel.
And we just played it. And I had like 5 dice. And you had 2, and you put it out, and I had those 5 dice, which let me finish 2 robots, and I finished those robots, and then that got me moved up on these tracks. I did that because again, the order you do things, because you have your dice, you can allocate just this one robot, finish that robot, get the benefits of that, gain a die. You still have dice, and you're still doing that.
It also reminds me of Whistle Mountain. Like how I feel when I'm playing Whistle Mountain, which is one of your favorite games. Mm-hmm. I can't handle that game because there's too much. It's very like, but even this is even more open ended than I would say like a Whistle Mountain or a Gizmos. So I think you have to be a certain type of gamer to appreciate all that is going on in this game.
I agree.
Like, there's a lot happening, and it works, but it's just a lot.
You
like,
have
I don't
to,
know how else to say
yeah,
that.
you have to be able to be prepared to be like, you might sit there for 2 minutes while someone who has 5 or 7 dice is sitting there going,
Yes.
if I do this, or if I spend a cog, I can flip this to a 3, and then I can put it on that robot.
And this
or
game
if I
would
do
be
it over here,
awful to play with people that struggle with AP.
AP. It would, yeah.
Like, it would be... It could take...
It could take a while.
It could take a long time.
Here's the bottom line for me. So many things about it. The flow kind of pulls it so far down that I find I have the most fun playing this game solo.
Yeah.
Which I played this solo, I think the most. I've played it at the 2, 3, and 4 player count. And I think I like it solo the most because I don't have to worry about the flow of everybody else. I can have all my dice and I can just sit there and be like, contemplate. Yeah. And what am I going to do? Do I sell this die to gain a cog? Actually, I'm going to sell to gain 2 cogs because that's my power up, my special ability.
Yep.
And which of my assistants am I going to use?
Yeah.
And I can just slow the whole thing down.
Yeah.
And so,
Yep.
but let's
see that.
let's wrap this up. What would you give Sparks?
So, I feel like a bit of a hypocrite because Everdell is my favorite game, and Everdell has a lot to keep track of at times too. Somehow that's just totally different though. I don't know what it is about this game. I like it. I certainly don't love it. It will never be the game that I pull out of the shelf and say, "Can we play this?" It will never be that game. Sadly, because I love the way it looks. I love the artwork. I love the components.
Well, and you love the Sagrada aspect of the dice
love the
drafting.
puzzly, the dice. That's cool. But there's just too much for me going on. Okay. So for me, my rating of is that what we're doing now? Yep. The rating? Is that what you're asking me? I'm going to give it a 60% chance of meeples. Just not a hit for me.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm saying all these things that I love about it, but the flow to me bogs it down the most. And so I'm just barely higher. I'm at a 65% chance of meeples, which again, it pains me to say because there are so many cool things about this, but I just want to play it alone.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it, but overall, it's a 65% chance of meeples. And so, if you are a fan of engine building,
I think certain types of people
will love this.
Love
this, absolutely.
I cannot handle the heaviness.
Which is ironic because it's not
even
that heavy.
That's a dumb word because it's not. I can't even think of the right way to describe it. It's not heavy. Maybe it's just a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
And I just can't.
A lot of stuff to keep a track of and to manage. And so, 60% for Nicole, 65% for me. It might be a hit for you.
Yep.
I definitely try it out. If you like engine building, puzzly, delightful artwork, all that stuff, comboing.
Yep.
Check out Sparks. But for us, it's a 60 and a 65. So there you have it. That's Sparks. My name is Brent.
I'm Nicole.
Until next time, grab your umbrella. The forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.